Woo, doggy. I am raring to go. All right. We'll see if this works. Open mic time on the 420 report while the audience builds. There's nobody here just yet. So while the audience builds, I'll go over my show dates real quick. We'll see what happens here. Whoever wants to call in can call in, and then we will just wing it from there. And if nobody calls in, then, what the fuck? It's not like it's going to be hard for me to flap my trap for 15, 20 minutes, just completely free associating. In any case, this week, it's a big, long, busy week. I'm heading out all the way across country, man. Tomorrow night, headed to LaPorte, Indiana. Nikki's Bar. We'll pack them in. All right, Trish is here. Steve is here. Matthew's here. Guys, do me a favor. Hit the share button if you're so inclined. And let me know if you can hear me okay. I've got this jazz music, the hold music from the phone line playing in the background. It's kind of cool, man. It's kind of soothing. Kind of putting me in the mood. Talk about life, love, relationships, sex, drugs, rock and roll, no holds barred, you name it. We take all comers, no questions asked, no holds barred. Hey, Anthony, hit the share button or write some questions or comments down below, and I'll try to get to all of them. Wherever you're watching from, comment with that, wherever your hometown is. Leave that in the comments, and I will let you know when I will be bringing the Jer-Dog Comedy Roadshow to your neck of the woods. But in any case, this week, cross-country trip tomorrow night, Wednesday, December 5th, LaPorte, Indiana, at Nikki's Bar. Tickets are still on sale for that. Thursday, December 6th, Clyde, Ohio, at the Town Tavern. You know you're going to get in trouble when you go into a place called the Town Tavern. Total towny bar. You know some shit's going to go down there. My comedy show is probably going to be more like an ambush than an actual event. And then Friday night, just hanging out. I might hit up a comedy club somewhere. I might go hit up a grassroots comedy tour show. It depends on what the routing is. I haven't checked into that yet, but I'll let you know. Live video from the road, from the green room that I usually like to do when I'm traveling out and about. Just random live videos, give you an insider's look at what it's really like to be traveling the country, entertaining alcoholics. Saturday, December 8th is the big one, the Eagles Club in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Going all the way out to Gaithersburg, Maryland to play at the Germantown Eagles Club located in Middlebrook. I hope I got all that right. So shout out to Jessica and John and Brooke and everybody out there. I know I'm forgetting a whole bunch of people, so please forgive me, but I will see you all this Saturday, December 8th. At the Germantown Eagles Club in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Looking forward to it. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. Bill, Bud, Justin, checking in from Wisconsin. Fond du lac. Where am I? I'll leave it. I'll reply back. I'll look at my schedule and let you know, because I do know that I've got lots of dates coming up in Wisconsin soon. One of them actually next Saturday, December 15th, Briggsville. I'm doing a 5 o'clock show. Happy hour, comedy hour at Foxy's Tavern in Briggsville. It's this little cool town right off of a huge fucking lake down there. I think one of the Dells Lakes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Shout out to Trisha and everybody at Foxy's. Looking forward to that one. Next Saturday, December 15th. So mark your calendar for that. I know off the top of my head. We go everywhere, man. I am kind of getting pissed off at my wife a little bit because she has been binge watching these bake shows on Netflix. I think she probably binge watched about 78 episodes, all of one series, like all 10 seasons or whatever the fuck. And now she's on a total baking binge of her own. She's on a baking kick, which I'm not complaining. It's pretty goddamn good stuff, but I'm getting fat. I can't have this shit this time of year, man. I already stay in too much during the winter time. Usually I like to get out there and go like on a nice long hike. But when this Iowa weather sets in, I don't want to do shit other than lay in bed until 12 in the afternoon. Thank God I'm a comedian. I can actually do that shit. I can lay in bed until 12 in the afternoon with a notebook, write a few jokes down, maybe do some Facebook posts, get a hold of some clubs or whatever, book a few shows and call it a day. So thank God for that. Gratitude for that. That's the important thing about the holidays, whether you say Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or, Happy fucking goat sacrifice or whatever it is the fuck you do. Happy holidays. Who gives a shit? It's all just a greeting. It's a good time of year just to have some fucking gratitude. Who cares? Don't get wrapped up in the semantics of the words, the sensitivity and all the triggering that goes on. What else, man? Nobody's calling in. I thought I'd host an open mic, but people just like to watch this shit instead of actually talking to me. Bud said the janitor gave me cookies at work today. Right on, dude. Very cool, man. You might want to watch it, though, if you're accepting cookies from a janitor. You don't know where they've been. That's like rule number one. Here's something that I learned a long time ago doing stand-up comedy at bars and clubs all over the place. Rule number one, always, always, always. Never, ever, ever shit in the bar. Okay, that is always to remember. Never shit at the bar. Never shit at the place you perform. All right? Not even as a joke. It's like rule number one, never, never shit at the bar that you performed at. But rule number two, if you do have to shit at the bar that you're performing at, never, ever, ever accept a Snickers bar from a stranger in the bathroom. I broke that rule one time, just had to break the never shit at the bar rule. Don't shit where you eat. That old phrase, that old saying from way back. One time I broke that goddamn rule. Never shit at the bar. And I thought that I made it in there safe and sound and nobody was the wiser. And I'd get out of there, lickety split, and no one would even notice that jer-dog had disappeared for a few minutes, maybe up to 20 minutes. While I'm in there doing my thing, sitting on the toilet, stall door closed, some dude walks in, reaches underneath the stall with my CD in hand and a pen, handing it to me under the toilet stall at the bar saying, "Hey, man, I don't mean to bother you," which, yeah, you do because you are fucking bothering me while I'm taking a shit. I don't mean to bother you, but my wife and I have to go. Can you please sign your CD for us? I'm like, dude, no, I'm taking a shit. You're going to have to wait. I'm sorry I'm getting this crude this early on the 420 report, but whatever, man. I really thought that somebody would call in and give me a topic to go off of, but I'm just freewheeling it, telling you stories from back in the day. That's why you never shit in the bar, because if you're the comedian there, everybody is paying attention to you at one point or another. Every minute, every second that you're in that venue, somebody has their eyes on you. It might not be literally every second, but if you act like they don't, you're going to wind up taking a shit in the bar and some asshole sliding the CD under with a Sharpie marker wanting you to autograph it before they leave with their wife. Gary, you want us to call in and tell jokes? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Joke contest, open mic. This is my version of the open mic where I don't have to go out to some place and brave the Iowa cold. I can just stay safely ensconced in my man cave and still talk my shit to an audience and develop material from there and not actually even have to worry about getting the laughs because I'm just talking to a camera on a computer anyway. There's nobody that's going to laugh. I might get some likes or some loves going across the screen. That's one way to be able to tell that I'm hitting the mark when I see the reaction in real time from you guys. But barring that, it's a lot like going into a closet and doing your material, It's just there to connect. Sounds like that Eminem song. That background music, it's getting pretty redundant. But as soon as somebody calls in, it'll shut off. And then I'll just have you live on with me. Dave Johnson checking in. We've got some big plans, buddy. Some big plans that I'm not quite ready to announce yet. What I need to do in order to announce these big plans that I have set up with Mr. Southeast Iowa himself, Dave Johnson. And if you're still watching, Dave, hit the share button because we definitely want to start spreading the word and building up some PR about the adventure that we have planned for 2019. If you're still watching, Dave, hit a like, hit a love, hit a fucking wow button, or even an angry button. I don't give a shit, but just let me know you're still there. We've got big plans 2019, and I'm not ready to announce those plans yet because they are so big that it needs to be done in a situation where there's more than just a handful of people watching at that time. We should probably work up some sort of publicity angle where we bring in a big crowd, sort of press conference style, on a Facebook live video to announce our big adventure that we have lined up for 2019. Let's just say I'm pretty excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. In fact, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up in 2019 that I'm looking forward to. I've got new material that I'm putting down, and I'll be getting ready to put together some sort of 45 minutes that I'll release out there, probably on YouTube. Put all the old jer-dog stuff, the classic jer-dog stuff, in one spot and get that out there on YouTube for everybody. Maybe make a CD or DVD out of it as well, and as an accompaniment to American Smartass, which I have out there. And I'll be bringing copies. Well, no, I won't have copies of that with me. I got to order new copies of that. We sold out, man. But I will have copies of my CD that I'll be bringing with me this week on the road. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, December 5th, LaPorte, Indiana. I know I got a lot of Indiana fans, friends, followers. Illinois, Michigan even. It's right there in the tri-state area. Come on out to Mickey's Bar tomorrow night. Hump Day, baby. I'll do a Hump Day happy hour from the road as well. Maybe I'll stop at a bar and have a Blue Moon on my way to Mickey's tomorrow afternoon. December 5th, be there. All my Michigan people, not all of them. If you're up there in the northern Michigan, up there in the UP, you ain't going to fucking LaPorte, Indiana. I guarantee you that. Thursday, December 6th, Clyde, Ohio, the Town Tavern. Last time it was completely off the hook. Shout out to Pat and Sherry and everybody there. It's going to be a hell of a party, just like it was last time. Get the drinks flowing, probably a bunch of fireball shots going down my gullet again. And then Friday night off. That's going to be the surprise day. We'll find out what I'm doing, and I'll do a live video from the road, maybe even 2 or 3 because I'll be that fucking bored out there. Maybe I'll go into Gaithersburg, Maryland a little bit early. And we've got a caller. Gary Henry's in the house. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much, but I just knocked all my stuff off my desk. All right, go ahead.
I was just going to say, when I saw your post earlier about the 420 report, you said open mic. I thought you wanted people to call in and tell jokes.
Yeah, I would love it if get up. You got 3.5 minutes. Go.
Okay. Well, I got a 6-year-old son at home. He's very independent, so I hope he's still there. But we probably have some parents out there, and I don't mean to bring up a sore subject. I feel your pain. My kid drives me to drink, but I leave his ass in the car.
Nice.
Hey, I know that sounds mean. I mean, I like spending time with him. Like last night, I tricked him into putting his phone in a battery.
Right. How'd that go?
Well, I mean, I felt bad when he started crying, but hey, it saved me a trip to AutoZone.
Nice. I love
that
it.
That was a positive.
That's good.
And,
you actually got material.
Yeah. I've been doing this for a little while.
Yeah, we've never worked together, though, have we? I see you on my Facebook all the time, and I know you're a comic. Where are you calling in from?
Wilmington, Ohio.
Wilmington, Ohio. How close
is
like
that? 40 minutes. 40 minutes southeast of Dayton.
Okay. All right. What you want to come out? You should come out and showcase with me sometime. You should come out and guest that with me sometime.
Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. I kind of see, like you do a lot of stuff up north around Toledo, don't you?
I do, and this Thursday night I'll be up in Clyde, Ohio. I think that's just a little bit outside of Cleveland, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of Cleveland, but anytime I'm coming through, man, or any gig that you want to come out, if you just go on my schedule at jer-dog.comedy.com, I've got it listed under show dates, and if you pick one out, just let me know to expect you. Come on out, man. You're more than welcome to.
All right, on. Thanks, dude.
Where are you gigging anytime coming up soon?
Oh, let's see here. December 7th, this Friday, I'm down around Cincinnati. I'm doing a kids benefit show, raising money for their Christmas party.
Right on.
Yeah, and then next week I got a show in Chillicothe and a show in Greenfield, Ohio, little town out in the sticks.
Very cool. Well, my favorite shows are those shows that are little towns out in the sticks. That's like my specialty. Right, Mike Manchik?
Oh, me too.
Mike Manchik checking in from Memphis, Michigan. Boomers, the probably the best haunted bar in the entire state of Michigan. I haven't been to very many haunted bars in Michigan, but good to see you, Mike, checking in, man. That's a little town off the beaten path. Those are my favorite shows to do because it's kind of like boot camp. They don't necessarily know how to behave themselves like a trained comedy club type audience. You know, you're more of the guest. We were talking about this yesterday when I had Steve Sabo on. Did you see that one yesterday, Gary?
No, I didn't.
Go to yesterday's 420 report. I had Steve Sabo on, and he's a road warrior, grassroots style comedian, just like myself. And we were talking about how when you go into the small town bars, you're a guest in their house. And so a lot of times they don't necessarily know what to expect, but they do expect you to be entertaining, and you better be good because they won't bullshit around. If you suck, they'll let you know it. They'll heckle or they'll just flat out tune out and not necessarily give you the courtesy laughs like they might in a regular A-list type comedy club. You got to be
right, yeah.
It's like boot camp. It keeps you sharp. I love doing them. And then you go into a regular A-list comedy club and you are dynamite. You know, you'll be dropping nuclear bombs. Hey, Angela, Maureen, Thomas here. Dennis, good to see you guys. Hit the share button and hit the like button and leave me a question or comment. I've got a few more minutes, and then I got to wrap up and get ready to go on the road, start packing up. If you want to call in, the number's right there on the screen. It's like open mic day here on the 420 report. I might do more of these. Gary, what do you think of the idea?
I think it's great, man. I like it.
Right, and I like that you called in. You're like, hey, you want some jokes? And then you actually had a few. I loved it.
Like I said, I thought that's what you were talking about when you said open mic.
Yeah, hell yeah, or anything, you know, poetry. You bust out your acoustic guitar and sing me a really sad song about the girl that dumped you.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, very cool, man. Anybody else who wants to call in, you got a few minutes left, and then I'm going to wrap this up because, like I said, I am hitting the road. Wednesday night, LaPorte, Indiana, Mickey's Bar. Thursday night, Clyde, Ohio, the Town Tavern. Friday night, I don't know what I'll be doing. It's a total surprise, but I'll probably be throwing down a few live videos from the road. And then Saturday night, the big one, Gaithersburg, Maryland, the Eagles Comedy Club. I think we're pretty much sold out on that one. There might be a few tickets left, but I'll put all the information and the appropriate numbers to dial and who to get a hold of in the video description as soon as I wrap up here. Harry, when did you start in comedy?
Yeah.
When did you start in comedy?
About 4.5 years ago.
What influenced you to take the big jump?
Actually, well, I was always like the jokester in my family and things, and it was really my family pushing me to get up on stage, you know, that kind of thing. I was never the class clown in school or anything. I was more quiet and shy, but around my family, you know, I opened up and let loose a little bit more, and that's what influenced me. So.
Oh, that's interesting that your family actually encouraged you. That's the opposite of a lot of comedians. You know, like my family, they sort of encouraged me, but then when I was actually doing it, I heard a lot of, well, when are you going to get a real job? That's good, jer-dog, but when are you going to get a real job?
Yeah, my family kind of regrets it now because, you know, mostly it's them saying, do you have to try to turn everything into a joke? Can't you be serious?
Yeah. You know, back in the day when I was in the dating scene, almost every girl would fall in, not every girl, but every girl that I went out with, they'd fall in love with me because I was so funny and then inevitably break up with me because I was never serious.
Yeah.
Dave Johnson says, lots of open mics, but never an open Dave. Oh, my God. Dude, I hope you're not going to be bringing that kind of material when we do our thing together this April. You're going to have to bust out the notebook, get into the workshop, my friend. Lots of open bikes, but never an open Dave. All right, dude. Hey, I'm going to wrap it up because I got to get going. Gary, thanks for calling, man. Let's call me again sometime. I'm going to do more of these open mics on my live videos at 4:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or as close as possible. Tomorrow, Hump Day Happy Hour from the road. I will see you there. In the meantime, hit the share button, hit the like button, leave some questions or comments. Let me know where you're watching from. I'll reply back with when I'll be performing in your area. But this Wednesday night, tomorrow, LaPorte, Indiana, Mickey's Bar. Thursday night, Clyde, Ohio, the Town Tavern. And this Saturday night, Gaithersburg, Maryland, at the Eagles Club. Guys, thanks for watching. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, open mic. Thank you, Gary, for calling in. Hey, Missy, what's up?
Thanks for having me, man.
Hump Day happy hour tomorrow, 4:20 p.m. We're as close as possible. Dog bless America.